Afternoon, YouTube. Now, this video is in response to one of the questions that I've gotten in my comments about my lighting that I've been using. Well, most of my tanks are run with the LED track lighting which you see in front of me. Not necessarily a most reputable brand, but to be honest, I quite enjoy the system. It's worked for me, and I've had no issues, even though it's quite cheap. In New Zealand you can pick them up for about anywhere from $100 to $80, and for ones that are about 70 to 80 centimeters long, and for ones that are over a meter, about 130ish on special if you hunt around and wait for them. That's just, of course, for the unit price. To add the individual lighting pods, about $7 each, which does push the cost up, and I know I can pick up other LED units from Amazon, eBay, things like that for a lot cheaper, but supporting a local LFS for this is, I don't think, too big a cost. Not in New Zealand anyhow. The unit itself, as you can see, is just a basic unit. On-off toggle, dimming mode. But the part that I enjoy about it is I can adjust the LEDs to suit wherever I want them to sit and how I want them to sit. I'll turn it on to show. So that's the only thing that can be dimmable is the blue. They don't let you dim the others. But that's its function. I can shift them to suit where I want to shift the lights. And of course this one is set up on timer when it's on my main tank that it sits on to do its job. From what I understand, here is the outputs. Here we go. Dimmable night mode, 320 lumens output. That's for per pod. I've found the spectrums to grow plants quite well, but then in saying that, just so I can clarify, I'm not doing high-tech planting or anything like that. I'm just doing the most basics. But with Rhotalia, red pines, some bacopa, things like that, it will grow them quite alright, and I've had no issues. Saying that, I'm not really going high-tech, so it doesn't matter to me. The other options I use, which is dirt cheap, if I'm not going for track lighting to cover distance or particular plant cares, is I'll just swap the power cord over and start it. Give us a second. Is this basic unit here. I'll turn it off first. Move all this stuff. Unfortunately, I have got sweet stuff all space to do filming and everything. Normally I'd be able to video edit all this and do various scenes, but that ain't happening for another 5 or so weeks. But my laptop will be here by then. I've just forked out $1,500 on a laptop, and I'll be able to do some proper filming by then. So yeah, this is just your standard light unit you can pick up anywhere. It is run by, here we go, an NZ EDAP LEDs. Not this particular one you're seeing here, 9 watt. I run the 10 watt. Unfortunately, that's the only spare I've got. But that's the specs on it. I know some people are going, oh, yeah, it's not that great, you might not grow plants too well. And that's just an example of it running. I am yet to have any issues. Now there is my 83 gallon running on 2 of those lights, and I know they're only low light plants. Just get into a bit of focus. Here we go. Does give a bit of algae, though I don't bother cleaning the side because I very rarely go down. Peacock moss goes nice, the swords go fine. The ferns, Anubias of course doesn't really worry about the light, same with the crypts. I think it's red sunset, hygrophila, there's some bacopa in there somewhere. It just does the job, and they're dirt cheap to run. All up, the 2 lighting units for top and bottom there only cost $11 each LED bulb, and the units are $10 each, so it's not even really a cost in comparison to other LED track systems you can get, but it does what it does for my low-tech tanks, and I'm really happy with it. That is about it on the lighting, because it's all the same. I do have two fluoro tubes. I believe they're Aqua ones. Yes, they are Aqua ones. I'm looking at the name now. Just your standard twin tube fluoro units. Oh, they work well, do give some nice lighting. There's actually one on the 100 gallon there and on the 50 gallon, but they do chug through the power, I should say. Sorry, I'm getting a bit tired of them because of that, but in time they will be diminishing. Well, that's it for this talk about some of the equipment I use in my fish room, and I shall start on an update video. Max Fish Room out.